How do I fix my low confidence and start actually believing in myself? Can you relate to what I went through? From a young age, I never thought I amounted to much. I watched everybody else get those recognitions, those special achievements. Everybody else seemed to be good at what they were doing. Everything I did, I felt like I failed. I didn't live up to the expectations. In fact, I came to expect the failures. And I always wondered, when would the next shoe drop? Now, others complimented me, but I found the flaw in their thinking. Friendships came and went. Friends would ghost me. I'd spend years with those friends, and then one day, they disappeared. I had no clue where they went, couldn't get a hold of them. No matter what I tried, I couldn't understand this whole believing in yourself crap. I hated myself, and it radiated outwards. How could I believe in myself if I can't seem to be worth anything? Sadly, the floundering hurt a lot of different people as I tried different mindsets and different perspectives. All of the evidence pointed to me being a piece of garbage with no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Now, it took a lot of time and a lot of work, but I can honestly say I have shifted it. I've changed my perspective. Now, maybe it was just growing up, but dare I say, a lot of men still struggle with this type of thing. They still struggle with low confidence and lacking belief in themselves. So here's what shifted it for me. First off, your identity in Christ, numero uno. You can't get anywhere without that. And honestly, if I give you anything that helps you become a better person, that's great. But at the end of the day, if you don't have Christ, you're just putting on a tuxedo for hell. So it's incumbent upon me to tell you, your first priority in figuring out your identity for beating low confidence and actually believing in yourself is Christ. Second, this may sound trite, but I ask myself, should I actually feel this way about a creation of God? Should I, as a creation of God, be saying to myself, don't you get it? You're a failure and you always will be. Everybody's just putting up with you. They don't actually want to be around you. You suck. You're never going to amount to anything. Would you say that to someone else? A child of God whom He created, He loves, and He has purpose for? No. If you're any speck of a decent human being, you wouldn't. So why are you saying it to yourself? Stop talking to yourself that way. It's evil and it's destructive. Third, I realized that speaking to yourself actually matters. Words actually carry weight. This isn't the mumbo jumbo crap. This is just true. What you speak matters. Whether you say you can or you can't, you're right. If you tell yourself you can't do something, then you won't be able to. You've shut down all effort. You're not going to try because, well, you've already told yourself it's not going to happen. In fact, you'll probably just nod in agreement that it was never going to work in the first place, right? A man believing that failure is his result will reap that reward. And if that's how you always talk, why are you surprised when that's the outcome? I attacked the words I spoke with the mind of Christ. I took an accounting of my thoughts. At first, it was slow. 95% of those thoughts got through, the depressive, destructive ones. The depression would come in waves, but slowly and surely, it started to release its grip on me. I started to figure out how to battle those thoughts. I worked on talking to myself properly. At first, I thought negative thoughts were more accurate, but it's actually the other way around. The outlook of the thoughts directs the pathway. So I determined to have positive thoughts. I'm good at this writing thing. I'm above average strength. I do know a thing or two about the Bible. These weren't brags. These were easy to swallow truths. They weren't boasts. They were admissions of reality. Now, a highly skilled piano player isn't bragging when they say, I know I'm very good at piano. People with low confidence see that as bragging. They don't understand what it's like to have that type of mindset. It's foreign to them. Training to see things in a positive way and to have a positive mindset, that's bragging, that's boasting. They pretend they're humble when they're actually just self-loathing. Confidence is competence. Bragging is insecurity, hoping to convince yourself. Confidence retains humility. Bragging wants to elevate itself on the backs of others. Fifth, the most important, outside of Christ, obviously, I realized that confidence and believing in yourself had to be earned. It couldn't just be given. The highly skilled piano player didn't get there through raw talent in a couple of hours. They worked and worked and worked. They earned it. And let's be real, they sucked for a long time. just like we will. A truly confident person is so because they're an extremely highly competent person in an area. They made the mistakes, they went through the failures, they sucked for a while, and they got through it and became competent in something. And that's the rub. In order to become a completely confident person and you walk with that air of, I know I can handle my crap, means you have to be competent. It means you're going to suck for a while. It means you have to go the hard road. You have to be okay with being the worst in the room for a while. That's humility. When you accept your position and embrace the suck with a happy heart, you'll learn and you'll grow. I'm telling you, if you spend 20 hours on anything, you will be better at that thing than you were when you first started. And maybe you can only play joyful, but confidence and believing in yourself is being in the middle of that song, and you refuse the negative thoughts of, I suck, I'm only just playing joyful, I can't play like Johnny. You invest in better thoughts. You say, I'm learning something. Someday I'm going to be able to play Moonlight Sonata. So do you want to give up low confidence and believe in yourself? I'm speaking from experience. It takes time. It takes accepting the long road. It means taking humble responsibility and understanding where you went wrong in life. That means repenting without the all too easy self-loathing, which we all want to jump into when we've got low self-confidence. But when you do, and you refuse to accept the negative, self-depreciating, and destructive thoughts, and instead take them captive with the mind of Christ, which is faith, hope, and love, you'll end up much farther along the pathway than you ever thought possible. And you'll believe in yourself that you're not a culmination of those negative thoughts. You are a creation of faith, hope, and love.